Hi, I'm Deanna Waters, co-author with my husband of a book called Empowered, How to Create the Life You Really Want. And I have Brad Naylor with me here today. He and his wife Darlene are visiting. They didn't know we were going to put them to work. But Brad was a phys ed teacher and he's a family pastor in another city. And so I thought it would be interesting to find out what stretching has to do with us physically and for our business, for our whole being, of how to be empowered, create the life you really want. Why is stretching important? So Brad, what are you doing here?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm stretching for flexibility. In my case, I grew up playing sports, loved soccer. So I built up my muscles and played, and I didn't even think about flexibility. I just stretched a bit before the game and everything was fine. But now that I'm in my 40s, I have to stretch just to stay pain-free, whether I'm just traveling or sitting or standing. And I suspect you probably have to do some stretching in business too. And how do you stretch in business? I suspect that when you first started out, you didn't have to think a lot about stretching your mind because you were very motivated. You're just starting out, you're just learning. What about later on? For me, I have to stretch every day just to enjoy life. When you get later on in business and you've got the basics down, what kind of pains make you stretch? I think probably when you become stagnant, you've been doing the same thing over and over. For me, it's pain, different kind of pain. So I think you need to keep stretching.
How do you stretch in business? Or like you're in the ministry, you have to keep stretching for new ideas and so on?
Yeah, now that I'm a pastor, I continue to stretch by continuing to read more and more about the teachings of Jesus Christ and how He implemented ministry. That really stretches me. And I wonder what that is for you. What do you need to do to keep stretching, to stay fresh, to keep networking, to keep getting new ideas?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Brad. So I hope that you will be sure that you are stretching physically to keep well in order to be a strong business person. And then also, how can you stretch for new ideas and keep growing so that your business is always fresh and exciting and creating the life that you really want. So be empowered today, stretch like Brad says, and you'll be excited at what will happen.